absolutely fair investigation that goes on, but there will not be a stay on the bulldozer action that has been going on in Uttar Pradesh, is what the top court today came out and said. That, of course, comes out as a big setback to all those who have been questioning the Yogi Adityanath government over this action, calling it extrajudicial.
जो आपने बताया बुलडोज़र के बारे में, वो वहाँ पर जहाँ भी बुलडोज़र की कार्रवाई होती है वहाँ पुलिस शांति व्यवस्था के लिए जाती है। संबंधित विभाग के द्वारा जो कार्रवाई की जाती है वो एक प्रक्रिया के तहत की जाती है। फिलहाल ये मामला चूँकि माननीय सर्वोच्च न्यायालय के स्तर पर लंबित है, इसलिए इस संबंध में कोई भी टिप्पणी करना उचित नहीं है।
The BJP has now reacted. They have now come out and, of course, backed the bulldozer model. Listen in to what they had to say, justifying this kind of action that is being taken against alleged rioters.
उत्तर प्रदेश माननीय योगी जी का जो मॉडल है वो देश देख रहा है, किंतु हमको उस कचरे में नहीं जाना। राज्य की जनता न्याय चाहती है, शांति चाहती है। कैसे शांति यहां कायम हो, आपसी सौहार्द बढ़े, और जिन्होंने घटना के जो पे पत्थरबाजी की, कैसे घटना को अंजाम दिया, ऐसे लोगों तो आप जेल में भेजोगे ना।
इसके बारे में जो उसका जजमेंट क्या है, ये जो डिटेल में गया नहीं है, अभी अभी आप बता रहे हैं, क्योंकि इसको जजमेंट पढ़ना होगा कि क्या एंगल में इन्हें बताया। इट्स कुछ भी है, इट्स वेरी अनफॉर्चुनेट है। जस्ट अक्यूज रहने के वजह से ही उनका डेमोलिशन करते हैं, तो ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का खिलाफ है, लॉ का खिलाफ है, एक फैसिज्म है उसका बना। तो ये सिर्फ मुसलमानों का घर का ऊपर डेमोलिशन क्यों आता है? इसका मतलब ये है कि इंडिया का अंदर सिर्फ अगर इलीगल भी हो तो सिर्फ मुसलमानों ने इलीगल में है। जो अगर अक्यूज्ड का ऊपर आप कार्रवाई करते हैं, बुलडोजर चलाते हैं, तो पार्लियामेंट में कितने एमपी एमएलए मिनिस्टर्स है, कितना सीरियस चार्जेस है, मर्डर चार्जेस है।
Nilashish and Amir, my colleagues, now join us for more on this. Nilashish, coming to you first, because the development comes today as far the Supreme Court goes. Now the BJP would like to celebrate the fact that there is no stay on the demolitions in Uttar Pradesh, but the opposition is also highlighting the fact that the UP government has been told to file a reply. There has been a word of caution that has come to the fore from the Supreme Court as well about how the action needs to be in accordance to law. It has to be fair and there cannot be any prejudice. Would you take our viewers through what exactly those directions of the Supreme Court or the UP government have been?
Well, as far as the Supreme Court is concerned, it of course issued notice to the UP government and asked for a response to be filed on the level allegations that have been leveled in this petition as far as demolition of the properties of accused in the riots case in Kanpur are concerned. Now, what the Supreme Court was informed by the UP administration through senior advocate Harish Salve, who appeared was that the genesis of this case is based on 3 instances, and in all 3 instances the letter of the law was followed, the procedures were followed, notices were issued, and subsequently action was taken. And also the case in point being the one from Prayagraj, in that notice was issued on the 10th of May, which was well before any of this violence ensued. So that was the stand of the UP government, and they stated that we would be happy to place on affidavit on record exactly how action was taken, and they assured that the same was legal. Now, taking this assurance into account, the Supreme Court said that they will not interfere at this point. They will not, in fact, stay any such action as long as it is in accordance with the law. So they stated that we must be fair and we must ensure that there is security and safety of everyone. But as long as the government and the administration is acting within the ambit of the law, there is absolutely no problem. Of course, it was stated by the petitioners that extra legal action being taken, which was beyond the scope of the law, and it was retributive in nature, retaliatory in nature, as per statements of the highest functionaries of the UP government. But that was countered again by the Solicitor General of India, saying that no one who is actually an affected party has come before the court and said that they're actually affected. People are looking to just raise questions without having sufficient knowledge of the same. So, of course, the Supreme Court's
and that's what the BJP, Amir, would say that the opposition is really doing, that all they're doing is politicizing this entire issue, because they really aren't the affected party, and those affected haven't really gone on to court. The only one instance I think that we do have of such a instance of where the affected party has gone to court is that perhaps of Jamiat Muhammad, whose home was demolished in Prayagraj just a couple of days ago. But the politics over this continues even now, because the opposition would like to believe that this is not a complete clean chit to the BJP, even though the demolition drive will continue. The fact that the Supreme Court has drawn the red line and asked the state government to ensure that the action is not retributive in nature, it's not biased, goes on to send a message.
Well, indeed, Poonam, you see 3 instances of bulldozer action or pulling down of illegal buildings were actually cited in the Supreme Court today. One was, of course, the case from Prayagraj of Javed Muhammad, whose house, which actually belonged to his wife, which actually stood in the name of his wife, was pulled down by the authorities because it was illegal. The building plan wasn't passed by the Prayagraj Development Authority. 2 other cases pertain to the Kanpur violence, wherein people who actually were very close to or were associates of the main conspirator or main accused Zafar Hayat Hashmi were actually pulled down, and there also similar kind of illegality was found in the building construction by the Kanpur Development Authority. Now, all these actions coming in from the state government are definitely directed towards creating a precedence and also towards serving as an example, as a deterrent to all such people who might think of disobeying the law or going outside the purview of law or indulging in arson, vandalism or violence. And therefore, the government believes that this should serve its purpose, and that all such cases that might happen in future will be fended off because of this kind of an action coming in from the government and authorities. While there are people from the opposite side, especially the ones who have borne the brunt of this kind of government action, who are actually saying that this kind of illegality is found in many other houses, many such buildings and constructions in the same area or otherwise, but the government and authorities are looking away as far as taking action against them is concerned. But the fact is that the government says that it is needed so as to serve as a deterrent for all such people, and therefore they cannot cry hoarse, or they cannot plead that action is only being taken against them, while there are similar illegal, cases of illegalities.
Right, so the political war of words continues, even though there is a go-ahead for the demolition drive to continue coming in from the highest court of the country. For the moment, Amir and Nilashish, thank you so much for getting us the very latest.